Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I have got a spicy one for you today. What your opponent can't cast can't hurt you. And what I mean by that is we are playing land destruction today. So if they don't have the resources to play the cards, well then, they can't hurt you. I love it. So let me go over the deck real quick, and I'll explain to you kind of how I play it, what we're doing with it. We have 4 copies of Cinderclasm. We have 4 copies of Cleansing Wildfire. This is a card you might not have seen a whole lot. It's 1 red, 1 colorless, destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle their library, draw a card. Now, that doesn't like kill one of their lands, period, and then they just don't have a land, so we're not getting rid of any land on the battlefield per se. Same thing goes for Field of Ruin. But what we are doing with those 2 cards is, while we are destroying some of their lands with other cards in this deck, what this does is it makes the percentage of drawing more land much less. So it still works to the theme of the deck and what we're trying to do. I have 3 copies of Return to Nature, just because it hits a target artifact, an enchantment, or exiles something from a graveyard. So in the current meta, it's going to get a lot of different things. If you're playing against like a Yorion slower deck, you definitely want to maybe get rid of that early Mazemind Tome, a Great Henge, an Embercleave, a Rakdos deck. You've got the Exile. So that's a really strong card there in the deck. To me, it fills a lot of roles. 4 copies of Shatterskull Smashing. We have 4 copies of Bone Crusher, 4 copies of Lovestruck Beast, 3 Klothys God of Destiny. I have 4 Smashing Success. This is one of the cards that makes the deck work. It's a brand new card from the new set. 1 red, 3 colorless, instant, which is nice. Destroy target artifact or land. We're almost always going to be using the land side unless you're just about to die because of an artifact. If an artifact was destroyed this way, create a treasure token. Once again, we don't really care about that. We want to destroy their land. And on the Cleansing Wildfire, just keep in mind, I might have ran right by that, but it also draws a card, which is extremely nice. So then, after the Shatterskull Smash, we have 4 Storm's Wrath, just for board control. If they throw out an early game Planeswalker or have a bunch of creatures on the board, we can go ahead and wipe it. Usually mono red, mono white, life gain, all of those little decks and annoyances. 4 copies of Waking the Trolls, another card that helps us destroy their land. So it is 1 green, 1 red, 4 colorless, Saga. First, destroy target land. The second one, put target land card from a graveyard, not just theirs, it could be yours, onto the battlefield under your control. And then 3, choose target opponent. If they control fewer lands than you, create a number of 4/4 green troll warrior creature tokens with trample equal to the difference. So that is a really strong card in this deck for the way the deck works. We have 2 copies of Beanstalk Giant. We have 3 mountains, 5 forests, 4 of the green-red pathway. And then another new card from the new set, this is another way we can destroy lands, is Notvold Slumbermount. So that is a red land that comes into play tapped. You can tap it for 1 red mana, or you can pay 2 green, a red, and 3 colorless, sacrifice Slumbermount, destroy target land. Then you also create a 4/4 Troll Warrior creature token with trample. So that's a really nice card because it goes with the whole theme of the whole deck. So ideally, turn 1, you're going to just throw a land and pass or go into a Lovestruck Beast. And then from there, turn 2, you're just trying to survive, do whatever you have to. Maybe if you have a Cleansing Wildfire, that is a perfect answer to your turn 2 play. You kill one of their lands, they replace it, but now they have less likely to draw another one. You draw a card replacing it. You can Cinderclasm if you need to destroy creatures. Bone Crusher on turn 2. Turn 3, once again, ideally is probably the Klothys God of Destiny. It just gives you a clock, and if there's a land in the graveyard, it gives you a turn 5 Waking the Trolls, which is really amazing. Turn 4, you definitely want to be Smashing Success. And once again, this is ideally. If they have creatures you have to deal with the creatures first, then you start destroying the land, unless they're smaller creatures. If you can take the hits, you want to destroy the land. You don't want them bringing out more and more. So you gotta get used to the deck and when to do what based on the board state. And then lastly, we have 4 copies of Field of Ruins. Fills the same position, like I said earlier, with the Cleansing Wildfire, as in you are destroying one of their lands, but they do get to put one back into play, but that's not the point. The point is to thin out the lands in their deck so they're less likely to draw additional lands. So turn 1, you just want to either throw one of your tap lands into play and pass the turn, or go Lovestruck Beasts, Heart's Desire, just get something on the board. Turn 2, if they're not doing anything crazy, you want a Cleansing Wildfire. You get to draw a card, like I said, and destroy one of their lands. They get to replace it, but that's okay. Thinning out the lands in their deck. Turn 3, Cloths is really good. Or you could throw the Lovestruck Beast for pressure, Bone Crusher for pressure, or just use the Stomp. Those are all really good. Turn 4, you definitely, if the board permits so, want to go into a smashing success, destroy more of their lands, and then as soon as you can, if you have this on the board, turn 5, you get rid of one of the lands in a graveyard to get a 6th mana, and go ahead and use Waking the Trolls. And then your win con is pretty much the Waking the Trolls, but if you can't win through that method, then you're going to rely on the back of a really amazing cards, which is why they're in here, such as Bone Crusher and Lovestruck Beast and the Beanstalk Giant. So all of these have dual purposes in the deck, so that you have more than one ability on a card that you get to cast turn after turn while you're trying to just destroy their land, ramp up yours, and kill them with Waking of the Trolls. So let me show you exactly how it works. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you like the video, please give it a like. And let me show you how it works. Before we get into that gameplay, though, please subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. It means a whole lot to us over here. Give us a video a like, and don't forget to stay to the end for the summary so you can see what I thought of the deck. Let's get into it. A Brasket. Hello, a Brasket. It's almost a basket. Opponent goes first. We have 4 lands, a God of Destiny, Smashing Success, and a Lovestruck Beast. It looks decent, so we'll keep it. We can lead off with a Lovestruck Beast. We have a Colossus, and we can destroy one of their lands. So let's start off with the Forest. Oops. Forest into Lovestruck's Heart's Desire. Opponent is on mono black at the moment. Could be, I don't know, with the Aggro Mulling, could be, maybe not. Mono black, Maze Mind Tome. So mono black control, maybe? Just don't know yet. So all we can really do is throw another land this turn and destroy all we can do, and destroy the Maze Mind Tome. That's all we can do. Swing in for 1. So yeah, I'm really liking these Return to Natures. There's just a lot you can do with them. Keep them off of card advantage. It's good for us. Okay, we're 1 turn away from a smashing. We do get the Colossus out. Swing in with the 1/1. So our opponent's going to probably try to remove this 1/1 soon, or let's see, maybe a Elspeth's Nightmare. Okay, target opponent sacrifices an enchantment. That'll do it. So we're going to throw this out tapped, because we have to. Throw the Lovestruck Beast. And swing in for 1. What does this do? Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control that controls the creature loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Okay, so there's no point in attacking with the 1/1 anymore. Let's start destroying their lands. Let's start with the good old Smashing Success. Destroy one of their blacks. And then just swing in with the Lovestruck Beast, because this just counteracts from the Revenge. So we have 2 more Smashing Successes, and they're at 3. If they can't throw a land here, we might have them locked out. And if we draw 2 more lands, then we can destroy a whole nother land. We can destroy a land with this, and this just makes it where it's harder for them to even draw a land, because even though they replace the land, you know, they are losing opportunities to draw lands. Okay, that's not bad. So we'll just keep doing this. Let's destroy another one. And swing for 1. We're down to 2 lands. Oh, swing for 1. I knew that. Sanctum. Okay, there's another land for us. So let's get that out there tapped, and let's destroy yet another land. And then we're not attacking, but they are down to 1 land. If we top deck an untapped land, we Waken the Trolls, and we really just start to pull ahead. There it is. Okay, I think this game's pretty much over in just a minute. I am so sorry, Brasket. But that's what this deck does. No point in attacking once again. We'll get a whole bunch of Waking the Trolls here in a second. If they throw a land, yeah, we'll just do it all over again. We'll take that swamp. They're gonna quit. I wish I could see all of these trolls come out here in a second, but boom. So no attacks as of now. What, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7? We'll get 7 out. If they throw a land, we get 6, and then the next turn we'll just, okay, so we get 6. This triggers. Take that. Get 6 right there. We will destroy this just because it makes it where, like I said, it drops the amount of lands in their deck. So they're replacing it, but to draw another one now is much less likely. I mean, I think the game's over right here, but let's play it all the way. I'll throw out the God of Destiny. And then we'll pass turn. No attacks with the 1/1 still. End of their turn, we can Bone Crusher them. Their Sanctum does that. I don't know what... I mean, maybe they have a Heartless Act here. That's their best bet. A Mazeline Tome, so they just lose the game. We'll go ahead and just Bone Crusher them. They're being very cooperative considering they can't do anything. Being not cooperative, but very nice, letting us play it out. Okay, Brasket. I will grab your Swamp. We'll make a bunch more. Grab some green. We'll throw out this. We'll go into our attack phase. Attack with everything except the 1/1. They're going to gain a bunch of life. That's okay. Yep. There it is. Can't throw big things if you don't have land. Good game of Brasket. Go. Winso. Winso. You are my opponent. Opponent goes first, and we have 2 Waking the Trolls in our hand, so this is a mulligan. That's just, there's already 2 dead cards for 6 turns, so we might as well lose 1 and try to get another more viable early game card. Okay, opponent's thinking, so we'll mulligan this. We have an early game play with the Love Struck. We have 3 lands, Smashing Success, so we'll keep this 6 and ship the Waking the Trolls. We really don't have anything to do on turn 2 unless there's something crazy they do where we need to play the Return to Nature. So I think it's probably best just to lead off with the tapped red land. So they're probably playing snow or poison. This could be a snow control deck. What are you? There's one where they can sacrifice it to do damage to any creature based on the amount of, was it snow lands? Snow lands, correct? Yes. So we can throw the Love Struck this turn now, or at least the first side, the Hero's Desire. So let's get our little 1/1 out there and see if we can't get them to sacrifice this to kill the 1/1 so that the Love Struck beast can't do anything. Or worst case scenario, they all sack it for... Oh, they missed a land drop. That is not good against us. I mean, that's super good for us. So, let's ramp up here. Not throw the Love Struck beast. Let's throw the Field of Ruin into the Beanstalk Giant. Fertile Footsteps. We have a red or green in our hand. Another red here, so it really doesn't matter what we grab. We'll grab a green just to kind of move it around. No attacks. Pass the turn. And then next turn we have the Smashing Success. So there's their Faceless. I'm probably going to destroy the Woodland Chasm so that they don't have access to green. Always with this deck, try to see, and there's the Jorn. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to see. I could have killed it 1 turn ago. So they'll get the Jorn this turn. I think I'm going to do this turn now. Get rid of their access to green. Yeah, do that. Throw the pathway on red. No attacks. Pass the turn. They have another red, and it's a nice tunnel. So as soon as they attack for 3, this will untap. They still have access to green now, but now they have blue. Next turn we can kill. Okay, nice. They sacrificed the priest to kill the 1/1. Swing with the Jorn, which we can kill next turn with the Shatter Skull. Or I could put the blocker out. So we could put the Field of Ruin out. And I don't want them to really have access. I mean, if I blow up one and say they need green, they can go get green. So maybe that's not the best bet. This. So destroy target artifact, enchantment, or exile card in the graveyard. 4/3 creature with vigilance. It's not an artifact. So I'm just going to throw the Love Struck beast. pass the turn, so we can at least block the Jorn. I mean, if they have something to do, like a way to kill it, then they have a way to kill it. Okay, so there's their green. So we're gonna go ahead and do this now. Since they can get green anyways, let's blow this up and then make them go get another green, just so it keeps them low on lands. We have a green here, so I'll grab a red. There, see, I knew they wanted green still. Oh, hey, there's Awakening the Trolls, so let's throw that. Let's get rid of that green, because they just went for green. Let's get rid of it. Keep them off of green. Okay, boom. Hop that. Yeah, okay, tap it. I can't attack if you're going to make your faceless. I can't attack with the Love Struck, and maybe that's what they were thinking. So our opponent's definitely going to try to get in on us, probably. They need to try to kill us, so maybe they'll... Oh, no, they don't have anything to do that with, so we will take their... I don't know if it matters. I don't need anything extra this turn. We'll take that from them. So we have their Woodland Chasm. And then... I think I throw the Beanstalk Giant this turn. And then that'll be a huge creature. And the next turn we're going to get a bunch of 4/4s from the difference of our land from Waking. We use our land next turn to Shatter Skull Smashing. Let's put another land out there. Put it in play tap. Just to maximize the Waking. And then next turn, whatever they throw, we can Shatter Skull Smashing. Because they're probably going to have to throw a creature here to try to block. Trump block is what I'm guessing. Okay, so there's the Priest. So they can use that as a chump blocker. And actually make this smaller. They can block with the... If I had a 1/1, I don't. But they can do it with one of these. They can chump block. So, anyways, I'm going to... Yeah, I was going to say. I was going to Shatter Skull Smashing and swing in for at least 9 this turn. And next turn we had a good game win, so... Okay, hello, Nash Vegas. We have all of our colors of land, Mountain Pathway, Ruins. We have a God, a Smashing, Awaken the Trolls, which is a little slow, and a Love Struck Beast. Opponent goes first. We will keep. Probably lead off with our token. Of course, it's mono white, so that's tough. But we do draw the Cinderclasm, so that's not bad. We will need another red to use the second part if we want to kick it. So if they throw a Luminarch Aspirant, that's not great for us. Youthful Valkyrie. Okay, they swing for 1. Oh, that would have been amazing. We would have taken that. So we'll throw out our first red. And then... it's just nothing else really that we can do that's worth doing. Pass turn. Speaker of the Havens. It's Speaker of the Maul of the Skyclave. That's gonna go on the Youthful Valkyrie, right? Okay, well now I'll Cinderclasm. Since they want to target the 1/1 and they got all kinds of greedy there. So we're 1 turn. If we had gone first, we could kill one of these lands. If they have a land in hand, they're going to just power up the Youthful Valkyrie. So that's stinky. Let's get the God out there so we can start gaining life or ramping up. So next turn we can kill one. Hopefully they don't have a land. That would be ideal for us. And then we could... Okay, life. There we go. Alseid of Life's Bounty. Daxos. So they're kind of getting a board status on us here. And but they're tapped out, so I'll submit that. So this would have been an amazing place to have had a Storm's Wrath, but we don't. So I think I throw the Field of Ruin out. Next turn we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta smash this. We'll do a basic. And then next turn we can get rid of their land with the Clothis and Waking the Trolls. And we're just going to be getting beat up on just a little bit here for a few turns. But keeping them off that maul. Okay, that's good for next turn. We'll take that. We'll turn that into green. It doesn't really matter, green or red. Okay, so we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 one more time. Plus 3 more from this. So that hurts a whole lot. I want to do that to get that fired up. Next turn we could kill another land with this one. Once again, do the do the basics, because this can blow this up later just to slow them down. So there's no way they're getting that maul on, but they can throw another Youthful, powers it up one more. Okay, that's really good for them. Another Waking the Trolls. We'll take that. Next turn I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, putting us at 2. So we're going to die very soon. I wish there was a way to kill them. Like, I need that that Storm's Wrath is, I think, the only way out of this. Sheesh, I don't know if I'm supposed to. I guess I could do this and Bone Crush, or Smashing Success that, and then I think I Bone Crush, because it still gets rid of a land, and then I Bone Crush the only thing I can kill, which is the Alcide's Bounty. And yeah, oh, I need to start gaining life with this, and I don't know if it's enough, because these flyers are, So this is close. Okay, we're at 3. They passed the turn. We 100% have to grab this creature so that we gain life. We get a whole bunch of tokens. We go up to, so they're going to hit us for at least the 3. So I have to throw the other giant, Waking the Giants, destroy another one of their lands. They're going to hit me for at least 3 in the air, maybe 4. I can block the 2/5. Hopefully they can't cast. Oh, okay, that doesn't trigger these. Okay, that's good. Can't stop that. I don't have a creature to gain life, so we are in trouble. Oh wait, I'll pick that. Pick that. Gain life. Okay. That's an enchantment. That's not. That's an enchantment. I can block. So, okay. So, just trying to figure out the best way to do this. I think I throw. Okay, hold on. This right here. Destroy target enchantment. We got to get rid of the Daxos. Okay. Then. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I can only throw one of these. So then I'll ramp up once with the Beanstalk, grab a green, and then play the Lovestruck Beast as a blocker, and then attack with all of our 1/1s. And so if somehow they can cast... Oh yeah. I thought, why'd they block? Okay. These, oh, they're trample, so it wouldn't have mattered. Oops, I knew that. Who do we have next? Gimme. Hubba. Who do you trust? Let's see. We have Opal Dusk. I like it. So we have all of our colors into a Cloth's Storm's Wrath and 2 Beanstalks. Opponent goes first. So we are ramping up a little, and we have some board control, but we don't have any destruction. Let's see if we can hold them off long enough to find some. We don't have any well, there's a cleansing, so that'll mess with them a little. It looks like they're probably mono red. They could be Izzet. They could be Gruul. We don't know. Let's lead off with the forest. If they're a bunch of creatures, I want to save the Shatter Skull as long as possible, just in case I need it for removal. So it is Izzet, isn't it? Okay, so we'll throw this out on red, and we'll try out the old Wildfire here. It doesn't matter which one, because they can just go get another one. If they use a counterspell on this, that's weird. Good for us. They flash in a Fairy Vandal. That could be bad, so this is not the deck I thought it was. If it is, it's a little bit of a variant. Fairy Vandal's going to get big. Let's see, next turn. I don't know what they're going to do. Try to draw a card so that they can put a +1/+1 counter on that. Oh, so this is maybe a cycling. No, it doesn't have to be cycling, but this is multiple draw, take effect kind of deck. So we really need to find another red so that we can Storm's Wrath. So this turn is the Beanstalk's Fertile Footsteps for a mountain. And then we want them to put out hopefully another creature, plus pump up the Fairy Vandal, and hopefully leave enough, not leave up any counter magic. So there's a Frantic. That's going to hit 3 to us, plus pump up the Fairy Vandal. Very, very good possibility they have counter magic in their hand. Okay, they pass the turn. We'll throw a Field of Ruin out. I think this turn I'm going to throw a Colossus just to see if they have a counter. We can afford to take another hit. So 1, 2, 3. So yeah, if I could throw the Beanstalk first into the Colossus. So let's try to ramp again. I mean, if they counter this, we won't be doing that. Okay, so we got to grab green to throw the god. Let's see if they, I don't know, maybe they're just holding up a draw spell. If they're holding up a draw spell, then next turn, Storm's Wrath. Yeah, we're going to Storm's Wrath next turn no matter what. We have to. But we could afford to hit one more. What's that? It's going to be 3 plus 3 is 6. Probably going to take 6 here. They're going to have a way to draw another card, put 3 to us from here, attack for this. Oh, if they, no, if they could have, they would have. Let's see if they drew a counter. So we will, okay, so I can Storm's Wrath and Bone Crusher Giant if I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can already do that. 1, 2, no, I need another red to do that this turn. And I don't want to use my Shatter, so we'll take the land and we'll grab a red. Just use, I mean, we can't Bone Crush anything, like, per se, but I'm just trying to use all the mana. We could also put it into the Field of Ruin. No, that won't work. But let's just see if they have it. If they have the counterspell, they have the counterspell. Opponent's thinking. Maybe they're going to draw in response, which, okay, they don't have it, so we get in. And so the way this deck works, we could Bone Crusher them. We already have a god out. We can't really do anything, so we want to destroy this Field of Ruin, get rid of their second red source, which is their temple, and thin their deck out so that it's harder for them to draw more lands is the idea, because now the percentage of a land draw is that much less. And then we'll throw this Field of Ruins out just to be way ahead now, and we can Bone Crush something with the Stomp side. So we're still in a good position considering we don't have any of our real key pieces. There's the Opt. They're digging. They're looking for another creature that they'll probably try to protect, which they didn't, unfortunately, have protection. That's where they went wrong. Oh, what do? Whenever a locked dragon enters the battlefield or attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. And it has a 2 rear end. So they get to draw. Before they even get their card, we're going to stomp it. What are they going to do with 1 red? I don't know. I can't remember the name of the card. It's 1 red. It gives target creature, what, +3/+2 till end of turn? Don't want that. So now it's time. We have, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus this makes 8 land. There's no reason to get super crazy. Let's just start ticking down, gaining life, putting damage on them. We throw the Forest, we save the Shatter Skull for removal, and let's throw out a big, huge Beanstalk Giant. Nice 8/8. It just fits in the theme of this deck so well. It ramps, and then later in the game, it's just a big, huge threat. Opponent is thinking. They must have no draw spells, otherwise they would be drawing here. Maybe they don't want to put out a creature. I don't know why you'd want to chump block this. You definitely got to throw something. Maybe they're going to... Hopefully we don't get a conceit. What do we got here? Prowess. Draw. Okay, so that's not a problem for us. Once again, we'll just keep whittling them down with the god. That's, you know, normally this is in here for anti-control. Get that down early and just keep taking damage. Nice little clock. Okay. And I don't see any reason in using the Shatter Skull Smashing. If they want to block this, that's fine with me. So I'm going to swing in for 8. That's our removal right there. Okay. So I'm going to throw the Lovestruck token into the Beanstalk Giant because if they have a count, first I'll start with the Bone Crusher. Then we still have the land. The reason I'm not throwing this is if they have a counter spell, we lose our biggest threat. They don't want anything on the board, so we start with that. Then we go token side. If they have their own Storm's Wrath, which I doubt it, we're only going to lose the Bone Crusher, which, there we go, they fire Prophecy. Yeah, we got our token out. Now we'll throw the Lovestruck Beast itself and pass the turn. We're just saving the Shatter Skull. We don't need the land, and if they throw 2 creatures at once, or 1 big creature or Planeswalker, so I think that's pretty much a game. Once again, we'll just whittle them down with the Colossus. Love this god. Be careful though, if they have Valky and they're playing black, get this out as fast as possible. That they can just transform it the next turn, and now they're going to kill you with your own creature. So we go into the next phase. If they have a removal, they're going to kill the 1/1 before we get to attacks. Okay, they don't. We'll swing in, and that should be game. Don't know what they've got going on here. The bounce spell. Oh, there's the bounce. Okay. So return, and they draw a card. So there's nothing we can do about that. So we let that resolve. We hit them for 6. Bring them down to 2/6. That was really smart. You know, they're holding out as long as they can. And let's throw this Beanstalk Giant just because now we can use the front side, the Fertile Footsteps again if we wanted to on this one. I think we've got this wrapped up, but you never know. There's a Frantic. They're digging. Jessica. Okay, they're just holding off. They maybe have a removal for the 1/1 so that we can't swing with the 5/5. They block the 8/8, but we have this god. Yeah, they're going to shoot the 1/1, get the prowess, but this god is going to win the game for us, even if they could just continually do this over and over and over and over. And this is game right now because I don't think they can stop the Bone Crusher Giant. Oh, if they have an opt, okay, as I say, if they have the opt, then they could have actually prevented that, but good game. Opal Dusk, good game. Oh, okay, YouTube, we are back for the wrap-up. So the deck performed really well. I really enjoyed it a lot when the land destruction part of the deck took off. I'm sure the opponents didn't, but it's really nice when you can just keep controlling the board by throwing creatures, destroying their land. They can't do anything. Hey, it beats getting trickeried, I'll tell you that. At least I'm doing something over here. But it does get frustrating for the opponent, I'm sure. It is nice that it can also go off the backbone of the Bone Crusher, Lovestruck Beast, the Colossus, and the Beanstalk Giant. If you can't get to the land destruction part of the deck, it's just not working. They're ramping too fast, or you're not hitting those cards. You can still win through that. So overall, the deck was really fun. I was up till like 3, 4 in the morning, just tossing and turning in bed. I could not sleep because for some reason, this was just whirling around there and had to be created. I had most of the cards in play when I woke up this morning and had to build it, had to play it. It's been as much fun as I thought it would. Now, I would make some corrections and try it again going forward. I think the Cindercladisms were extremely situational, so I think 2 of those were plenty. The Return to Natures were really nice, but there was a lot of times where I just think I would have preferred something different. And then the for Waking the Trolls, if you drew that too early, especially multiples, it just kind of felt bad. So I would definitely just try to, you already have the package with the Bone Crushers and the Lovestrucks and the Beanstalker. I think I would bring in 1 more Beanstalker. I would replace what we took out as far as removal of artifacts with the Ember Shieldbreaker. Yeah, we can't destroy cards from their graveyard or exile cards from their graveyard, and we can't destroy an enchantment, but this does hit artifacts, so you're getting rid of Embercleaves, you're getting rid of Great Hinges, you're getting rid of a whole lot of stuff out there. And then just for a little bit more draw, I mean, I think the Edgewall Innkeepers definitely come into the deck and round it out like that. And then oh, that's what it was. The Cinderclasms all together just didn't work out for me really well. I think this is how I'd run the deck next time. Just give it a try, see how this does. It gives us, like I said, there was a lot of times where we either had too many of these or just not the land to get to it. The Edgewall really helps us get there now with between the Shieldbreaker, Bone Crusher, Lovestruck, and Beanstalk. There's just a lot of ways to draw through those. So that's what I'm going with. Please do me a favor, completely free. Give us a subscribe, like the video. down in the comments. Tell me what you thought of the deck, or if you already have a deck like this and it's running better in your opinion, or if you have any suggestions for the channel or anything you'd like to see, let us know. And as always, have a blast in the arena. See you next time.